for major symptoms to develop, and ignoring the minor recurring symptoms is the worst thing that you can do if you're looking to get answers as to why you have a particular condition. My name is Anindita and I am a functional medicine certified and health coach, and I work with women with autoimmune conditions and I help them discover their own power to heal with their bodies as their guide. And today I'm talking about how to get the answers that you want without having to wait for more and more symptoms to develop or more and more symptoms to show as your disease keeps progressing. But I completely understand why you may think that, or why you are hoping to get some answers that you need before you can get started, because you know that this will help the doctors tell you exactly what to do, what medications to take and what treatments to be on. But what you have not been made aware of is that symptoms are not the first manifestation of the underlying problem. That means that they are the last straw of when your body is not able to compensate for any underlying imbalances or deficiencies. So they are the ones that, the symptoms show up at the end, especially the major symptoms. And many people believe that they need to keep on waiting for more and more symptoms to develop so that they can actually get a confirmed diagnosis, because at some point there will be enough tissue damage that will happen, and then they will get a diagnosis, and then they will get a line of treatment and medications, and that this is the only course of action that is available to them. Right? So, but I see so many people whose disease keeps on progressing as they keep on waiting, and the damage becomes more and more unmanageable, right? As more symptoms develop before they can finally get a diagnosis. In fact, many people with one autoimmune conditions do go on to develop at least one more autoimmune condition. In fact, multiple ones even. This is because, especially in the case of diseases like chronic conditions like autoimmune conditions, your immune system can produce elevated levels of antibodies towards a particular tissue in your body and cause inflammation and damage long before the symptoms start showing up. Right? So the damage can be taking place for a long time before you get noticeable symptoms. You might be getting minor symptoms, but typically we tend to ignore that. Also, in the case of autoimmune disorders, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, there are often symptom-free period where you feel fine, but the disease activity continues. So again, just being reactive to just symptoms or not having them is simply allows your disease to progress quickly. Plus, the other thing that happens is that often minor symptoms like brain fog, headache, or we believe them to be minor symptoms, or pain are often dismissed as not being real, right? So that's the other problem that is there. But the good news is that our bodies are constantly trying to get our attention by giving us these signs, by giving us these clues as to what's going on in the form of minor and recurring symptoms. So the last thing that you need to do is take medications and try and suppress these symptoms. So I would like to share with you 3 practical ways that you can start getting the answers that you are looking for right now. So one is that to understand, your body is constantly giving you valuable information, as I said, in the form of subtle signs and signals. So, keeping a lookout, and especially on the good days when you're not having a flare-up, when you're not in constant pain and fatigue, etc., pay attention to the small changes in your body. So whether it's your mood, whether it's your energy level, or the quality of your sleep, your digestion, just starting to pay attention will increase your level of awareness to your own body, and it will help you to, become more mindful, right? And often can actually help you to avoid further issues down the line. The other thing that you can do, and again it's a very, very simple thing really, is to journal about it or track your symptoms. So like write them down, at least say for a month or so. This is what I often ask my coaching clients to do, and based on the experiences and the symptoms, that especially if you can do this on your good days, to understand what your baseline is. Right? So you can note down your energy and stamina throughout the day, your menstrual cycle, appetite level, sleep, mood, so all of it, pain levels, whatever you think, digestion, stool. So all of whatever you want to track, whatever is relevant for you, you can sort of start tracking it and maybe do it for a month so that you understand what your baseline is, so that if there is a flare up, or when you are approaching one, or there is some certain changes going on, you're able to quickly make certain changes, right, in your diet and in your lifestyle, and you can spot those subtle shifts and take some action before they even happen. And finally, gentle practices like breath work, meditation, EFT, tapping, etc., can help you stay grounded. Yoga, dance. So all these kind of gentle and restorative practices can help you stay grounded and connected to your body's natural rhythm. All these practices help support healing and repair. Like meditation helps build body awareness, helps to calm the nervous system, develop inner listening skills. But so basically, any kind of even self-care practices, and even if you're doing it for just a few minutes in a day, you're giving your body what it needs, right? That can make a huge difference. So these are the 3 practical ways that I shared with you, that you can start getting the answers that you want, even as you're looking for ways to get better, right? And so what I want you to think back is, have you ever allowed your intuition to guide you in terms of what you need to take care of your body, and how did that feel for you at that time? And really what I want you to think about is, isn't it more important to focus on the signs that your body is sending you to ask, what it's asking for help from you, right? Than, so because it knows what it needs to heal. So whether it's in terms of more rest, more movement, less movement, nutrition, particular nutrients, these are very basic things, but very important things. So are you paying attention to that? And how is continuing to wait for answers from external sources helping you to prevent further damage? Right? I just want you to think about some of these things, because what happens is that you may look and feel fine on the outside, but it does not mean that healing is taking place on the inside. And often, if you're on medications, if you're taking treatments, and there's nothing wrong in taking medications and going for treatments, I believe that it's often an yes and approach. So yes, we are on medications and treatments. At the same time, we can also give our bodies what it needs to heal. We should not underestimate our power to create change without waiting for all the external symptoms to develop, all the external answers. You should not underestimate your body's innate ability to heal and to change and to get better. So let me ask you, do you want to continue to wait for more and more symptoms to develop, or major symptoms to develop, so that you can get the answers that you're looking for, so that you can get that particular diagnosis that you may not have, you don't have yet, or confirmed diagnosis? Or are you ready to devote some time to take care of yourself, your body, to self-care practices, to restorative practices, to body awareness, when you have the energy to do that, so that you can learn more about your condition and what your body needs from you, right? So that you can get better. So if you are ready to make that change, if you're ready to really hear what your body needs from you, that means that you are ready to move from what I call is a weary warrior, who is sort of reacting to everything, to becoming an inner healer, who is taking charge of her own healing journey, so that you can create an environment for healing and support your body in terms of what it actually needs. Then you can DM me with the word call, so that we can schedule a free 45 minutes discovery call, and you can learn more about how you can do that, right? I hope this session was helpful for you. If you have a friend who needs to hear this, do tag her in the comments below.